Yeah, I got 1,000 energy as a daily reward just a little while ago, so there's that. Well, I mean, it's like this one, the daily login reward was the daily login reward for this account was for day 246. So, yeah, this account is kind of advanced, to say the least. Oh my god, it wants 5 million silver for the next champ slot upgrade. So yeah, we're going to be ranking up some food. I at Ashwalker is like a top 10 void rare. Yeah, he's one of the best. He's one of the best Night Revenants. Well, I'm gonna actually look up what his thing is first, though, just to make sure I'm not making a fool of myself. He does well in some areas. He's 2.5, but he does well in some areas. He does well in Spider and Ice Golem. Something like that, and Spider and Dragon. He's really bad for Clan Boss, though. Yeah, currently I'm trying to, like, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm actually like promoting food and champions like mad right now. Well, it's not just that. It's here's the thing. Farming food becomes a lot easier when you get your very first campaign farmer, which I'm assuming is going to be Eurogrim. Um, because before you get that, he like trying to get like food developed is really hard because you can't effortlessly, or not effortlessly, but low effort to like auto farm. Like you can't just set up a 60 to auto farm brutal, which is what I've been doing on this account, which is why it has a fair amount of progress, because I've been auto farming brutal. I know that doesn't I know that doesn't sound effective, but when you realize that Brutal gives like 8k XP to all your food champs at once, it's a big deal. Oh, I got a rare. Oh, it's another Mystic Hand. Are you kidding me? More dupes. God damn it. Because I'm hatching a whole bunch of mystery shards. I've got like 5 of this food. I do have to consider who else I have to upgrade. Because this is the first account that I was auto farming off screen just to stop the 40s. The 40s need to stop. Should I promote a Shadowkin? Sachi, Epic. Well, I mean, she's not terrible, Sachi. I pulled her from a sacred, which is one of the reasons. She's a... The thing that's really rough about Elhain and stuff like that is because Elhain is actually, I know she's a trash champ, but she's actually one of the harder hitters. Like all she does is she honestly hits you. She doesn't do anything else but really smack you in the face. Like, that's literally her, thing in life. Smack you in the face. Ah! Stop smacking me in the face! Ah! The thing that's dumb is this account actually has Elhain as the starter. And you know what's even more ironic? Because she has masteries, because I was a fool enough to put the masteries on her, she still campaign farms on this account. Which is hilarious to admit, but it's the reality of the matter. She currently runs a 20-second Brimstone Brutal. Just not terrible. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible. Is there anyone I need to promote more than Sachi really bad? Should I promote Master Butcher before Sachi? That's the real question. Master Butcher. The Tinies. The little guys. Yeah, the little guys. Like, I don't want to admit that I want to promote someone in that faction. It's just... All right, you know what I'm going to do? Just to honor you, I'm actually going to promote him out of the 40s bin. Because he is literally in the 40s bin. And now I'm going to get him out. Well, yeah, but that's why I'm going to take him out of the 40s bin. Because he's in the 40s bin. Yeah, yeah. There is one more thing that's funny about Master Butcher. I've actually have him on my Faction Wars team, and he actually hits really hard. Yeah, he hits hard. Like, he'll walk up to someone, even at level 40, smack, they're dead. It's like, what? I mean, it's not that I didn't keep him around. It's just he is in the in the vast trove of 40s on this account. It's dumb how many 40s are on this account. It's like, it could be the best. I know that, but like, that's because I literally burned all my auto battles of like 1,500 energy. I have 1,600 gems on here, and like, yeah. Oh my god, the amount of encompasses in my inventory. Wow. You want to hear something funny? I kicked my other account out. My third, yeah. So the only ones, the ones that are under my dominion are Garlathan and Vaporsmith. Right. All right. I'm gonna go do that real quick. Where is it? Oh no, it definitely need, like, you need to get you need to get someone to rank 5. One of these suckers has to get to rank 5. Yeah, I have the same problem. I have to run like some auto battles and some other stuff in order to like the remainder of my multi battles I have to do to try to upgrade Sachi. Because again, this account is on a mad dash to try to get the 40s out. Stop that. Okay, I'm gonna go do a number of Fireknights as well. I'm gonna go do one more Mystery Shard shove, and then I'm gonna go do Fireknight on here. I'm only gonna do Fireknight because I find it like my Fireknight team's not the best. Like, I could still do level 95 Fireknight, but I can't do the higher one. Actually, you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, like, 5 Fireknight here, and then I'm going to go to my second account that has, like, a special team for Fireknight, and do, like, the level 120 and the other. Because, see, the thing about my second account is it's become much better at Fireknight than any other account I've ever made. Like, and not just Fireknight. You want to hear something ridiculous about the second account? It can do 2-minute Doom Tower waves. And you want to know why? In a word, Madame Saris. Madame Saris absolutely destroys in Doom Tower. Absolutely annihilates. I never said it didn't. And what's sad is that you're the only member that's doing like significant progress. Because the rest of them, I'm like watching, like, well, such as that. It's like you're the only one that's like done like points where it's not like I'm looking at it like, what? We got like 3 people that did points, like besides my 2 accounts, obviously. And of those, only you have the like semi-significant points. The rest of them, it's like, why? Yeah. I think I got cucked because I actually had we've run into a clan that actually tries really hard. Like, here's the thing. If they were more casual, I would have probably smoked them, because I have like a whole special auto 60 setup with Kale. I've got a bunch of stuff to try to use that the usual suspects can't. Like, right now, I'm fighting Fireknight, I believe, either 11 or 10. I can't tell which at the moment. Fireknight 11. I'm fighting Fireknight 11 in 3 minutes, 37 seconds. With a 60 Direct Star, fully ascended, a Vizier of Velis with 3 ascensions, a Gala with 5 Ascensions, that's 60, a Kale that's full Ascensions, 60, and a Vogoth that's full Ascensions, 60. So I'm going to be doing several runs of that, and then I'm going to go show my impressive Fireknight team. The best Fireknight team I've ever made, which was... See, at first, when I made the second account, which is when I joined Bard Court, I wasn't expecting to, like, for that account to become, like, a living legend that I'll never forget. But that's exactly what ended up happening. Like, that... Right. Well, the bitter part is that most of the stuff that I had to work with was because I myself wanted to be like the YouTubers that do all those channels with all that like crazy champs and stuff, and the fact that I didn't have any of that, and like it really it made me have a lot of ambition, especially like my quest for Arbiter and Drexthar. And if you will remember, the last time I hatched Drexthar, which we won't be able to hatch it this time, I have 76 going on 77 fragments, but we're not going to be able to hatch Drexthar for this Clan v Clan because my other account, my second account that's closest, it's still going to be a little over, like a little less than a month. Yeah, Broadmaw's not bad, but like he's good for what he does. It's just Drexthar, there's very few champions that compare with him. Like Eurogrim does, but very few others. Like yeah. Yes, I'm hoping because you're the thing that's tough to mention is that of my other clan members, you and me are kind of our last hopes because I don't know what's going on with the other suckers. They're just like because they're like just they're too like it's hard to explain. Like the level of casuals in this clan is kind of annoying. Quite annoying, if you know what I mean. Like I even kicked the other account out to try to stop the casuals, and it's still a problem. Because the other account was more casual. It was kind of a sword saver. If I do make another third account, because this one, I lost access to it entirely. If I do, I'm going to make it with an entirely different email. Because I think associating the email with this one was the one that doomed it, you know? Yeah, no. Vergus is, well, okay. He's okay for Fireknight, but he's not, like, the absolute best. Yeah, no, Vergus is a great carry, though, for a lot of other stuff. Why is it a 4-star helmet, man? That's a freaking stage 11 Fireknight, man. I know, but it's funny. Okay, I'm going to do some Tag Arena just to see, because I might be able to buy a rare book or a, Because here's the thing. I already have a Huntress in my vault. I will have to check the fusion requirements for Broadma, maybe. See if I can fuse him. What's left, though, because I also got a Drexstar in this account, what's left is energy and books, which is not bad. Like, you can get 300 energy for 1,000 bars, which sounds terrible until you realize this account can easily farm Tag Arena. But the problem is then I have to choose between energy or rare book. And since this account has 1,600 gems on it, the rare book is worth more. Because it's very hard to get rare books, as you may, like, remember. Like, books... Oh, that is like... That's so... I'm going to do some hard termite, actually. Because this one can do hard termite. In fact, I think both of my accounts can. I'm going to do both of them. How's that? That's impressive. You may be the first. Actually, you are the first clanmate besides me that does termite on hard. I mean, for not having a 6-star, that's incredible. Because the thing, I know that I'm just saying that, like, what I'm trying to say is when you don't have a 6-star of any kind, all like achievements are a much bigger deal, because the 6-star being any champion being 6-star is a massive, like, buff. Like, it's such a buff that it's hard to explain the buff. It's like the champion's not the same champion anymore. It's not even in the same, like, you can't even mention it the same way anymore because it's so different. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, when you get your first 6-star and start experimenting, yeah, you're going to see some miracles happen, pretty much. I'm going to see what I can do with 1 key, but I'm going to go spend my tokens of Tag Arena first. My first time, I think you spectated it. Yeah. Well, part of the problem is you don't have a 6-star yet, sadly. Because the second you get, it's not just the keys. It's if you had a 6-star, a damage dealer, you probably get it. Because again, it's such a big buff. That's why when I'm like looking at all these people without 6-stars in my clan, I'm like, oh boy. Because even, okay, let me put it this way. Even my terrible account, my third account that I can't use anymore because it Plarium shifted the accounts around or some crap. It had some 60s on it, which was a little annoying for me. Thankfully, it was a budget account that didn't have any like major champions that I can't replicate, so that's the good thing. Like it didn't have any like ultra special champ. Like it had Ninja, but it didn't have like all these other really ultra special champs. Like if I were to lose this account I'm on right now, that would be catastrophic. Because that means I lost my Madame Ceres. Well, no, not the one I'm on right now. The one I'm on right now also has some really valuable champs. It has a complete Drexstar, which is 100 day. Like, it's replaceable, but Jesus, it takes a long time to make it work. You know? It's got... What else does it have? Oh, Vergus, which is practically unreplaceable. He's not easy to get at all. It's got 60 Ninja, would take forever. It's got a Gnarlhorn, which would take a long time. It's got Vogoth. Vogoth's practically not replaceable. You can't... It's so hard to get a Vogoth. I'm going to do some regular arena. Why is everyone stupidly high player power? God damn it, man. Like, they're all, like, stupidly high player power. It's stupid. Yeah, it's grateful. I'm grateful though that I can do that with these accounts, because we would be even in worse straits if I didn't. How am I winning versus someone who is more than 10k player power above me? They're over 100k player power team and I'm beating them with a standard blender team. That's hilarious. I do not want to fight a Madame Ceres without a Madame Ceres to counter them, because Madame Ceres is literally that busted. I'm sorry to, what is it? I'm sorry to, how do I explain it? I'm sorry to hold Madame Ceres in that high of esteem, but she's literally that strong. Like, she is literally obscenely strong, to the point where if you don't... Oh, I've thought of a keen technique to help my Vizier. I can, like, when his veil wears off, I can use the debuff spread to increase the... Because the reason that Vizier is such a gift for this boss is because of the fact that every time he strikes, he has a chance of increasing one random debuff. Like, I can't explain how ridiculous that is. But, like, when you see, like, Termite with, like, 20 HP burns on it, you'll get the idea. Like 20 HP burns, like 20 poisons, 20 decrease attacks, 20 turns of leech. And you want to hear something funny about Vizier? I didn't even get him on purpose. You know how I got him? I was trying to get Burn Geary. What did he lose? Oh, you mean hard campaign dragon, or are you? Oh, yeah. All right. The good news is is I've already got to 2 million on turn 7 for Clan Boss, and my team is no signs of slowing down, so it's good. Got about 5 burns on him. This is hard, by the way, not normal. So yeah, I know that. I have to, what I'm thinking as a scheme is I'm going to go do my really good Fireknight squad on the second account, and then I'm going to try to keep boosting Allure, who's rank 5 now, and also, in addition, I'm going to try to promote Sachi, and I may also do the Forge. I'm going to do some Forge things because I realize that I'm really the only one strong enough in my clan to actually do Forge objectives. Well, that's mainly because I have a whole bunch of, especially on this account, I have a whole bunch of faction war teams. Like, I know all these other champions doesn't seem like much, but when you realize that all of these champions that I've promoted and stuff can be used on faction war teams, and a lot of them are of different factions, it adds up. Like, and then I can get, like, all sorts of prizes for that. Like, for the Dark Elves here, I've got Vizier Ovelis. He's of the Dark Elves faction. He actually does a lot of work for me. I've got Kale, does a lot of work. Vergus does a lot of work in his High Elf faction. Drexthar is such a big deal in his faction. He practically is the only reason I've beaten the Faction Wars boss is because this account has the Drexthar. He can solo the Faction Wars boss and takes almost no damage. Well, like, I don't know, like, here's the thing. He's not even at his best form because if I get better gear on him with more health, defense, and accuracy, he will infinitely scale with that. He will, like, the only limit that he has on his normal power level for his burning and stuff is typically how much defense, health, and accuracy can you stack on him. Which is crazy to admit, but that's why he's a 4.5 out of 5, is because he has very little limits on what he can do. Now, I've got an idea. So, do that, protect Vogoth, and then from there, use Vizier's Perfect Veil. Because what Vizier's Perfect Veil allows him to do is it allows him to hide from the clan boss, which is a really useful trait. All right. It always depends on how, like, I know this is going to sound weird, but it depends on how much accuracy you natively have in your Great Hall and your gear. Because my team has actually no problem right now landing, like, well, part of it is the fact that I have a Vizier. True. Oh, Vizier died, but I'm still at 8 million. I'm still at 8 million on hard, which is not terrible. I mean, this account will eventually be able to do more, especially if I can get a banner for Vizier. The main rate limiting step is, can I get Vizier to live? As dumb as that sounds. Yeah. Uh, okay, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to the numbers I want, but we might, if I don't jinx it, we might be able to get 10 mil. $10 mil. Let's go. 10 mil on hard. Let's go. Let's go. 32 turns. 6 million on Kale. 2.6 mil on Drexstar. 500K on Vergus. 357 on Vizier. And 293,000 on Vogoth. Yes. 10.26 mil on hard. Oh no, Kale is a god. Kale is, both of them are gods. Like, my Kale could probably wipe your team right now. As awkward as it is me telling you that. It's very awkward for me to tell you that, but what? Well, part of it is I've got 3 on crit damage, and I'm about to do more. I'm going to go to 4 on crit damage. We also have 4 on attack and 4 on HP on the blue side as well. Part of the reason why I have a lot of accuracy on force is I also have 6 invested on accuracy for force. So that's going to be massive. I'm going to go to my other account to try to buff what my thing is doing. So yeah, 26,000. I'm actually ahead of their leader now, and then I'm going to buff the other account. All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to tell you about my elite Fireknight squad. This is the true, like, this isn't even completed yet, though. Because when I replace Kale with a lure, we're about to get some major fireworks. Like, oh, she is. I didn't even realize it at the time. I was like, what? She's that good? She's as good as Arbiter at turn meter control? Hello? Well, like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go. Enough talk. I got to get to the Fireknight. Let's see what we're going to get. So, Fireknight, I'm going to start with the first easily farmable stage and start with that. So, my Fireknight team is Sathia Flametongue, Kale, Sanguinia, Hellborn Sprite, and Apothecary, and all of them have triple hits. Yep. I mean, yeah, I actually have a number of triple hits on my other account, my first account. So my triple hits are Drexstar, 3 hits, Vizier, 3 hits, Gala Long Braids, 3 hits on most ones, Vogoth, 3 hits, and trying to remember who else. They all have 3 hits, but so does this one. But this one's got more readily available 3 hits for most of them except Hellborn Sprite. In addition, This one has a lot more survivability, and you want to know why that is? Apothecary. Very few Void champions are food. I doubt it. You'll need them for Banner Lords, Faction Wars. There aren't a lot of good Banner Lords. If that makes any sense at all. Anything that attacks 3 times is already valuable to an extent, because you may need him for Fireknight yet, because what you may not understand is that the amount of hits that you'll need for that shield is going to only go up. It goes up to 10. I'm at that Fireknight now. This one takes 10 hits. This one takes 10 hits, is level 120, and can smack Kale for a quarter of his health or more. Like, and he's a 60 Kale too, not like low level. He's a 60 Kale. They're mostly from promo codes. You can look up promo codes. Like, let me explain. Like, a lot of my multi-battles are actually from you telling me promo codes and me using them. Yeah, I actually do a lot of manual farming, weirdly. So that's why I had them, strangely. Like right now, you know another thing that's weird about Fireknight? He's better done manual with a lot of my teams than auto, because the auto stuff tends to do a lot like worse with the abilities. Like when I say like do a triple hit, and they'll like use the ability that isn't the triple hit repeatedly, and it's like, stop. Freaking. I don't know how much this is going to give, but we're about to find out, and I'm going to be continuing it in the next episode of this grand Clan v Clan scheme. So, yeah, well, 80 points for Fireknight for me, because it's stage 12. Well, I'm going to go start in the next episode, because this one's nearly a 50-minute episode, but I'm going to continue on next time with more Fireknight and Doom Tower.